Kuzampula. Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online Ayurveda and Yoga workshops, Embassy of India, Thimpu, ICCR's Nehru Wangchu Cultural Center Yoga teacher. I'm KVSSN Murthy here. My true prayers to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties in the whole Bhutan. So before recitation, it is an obvious to tell these important rules and regulations like towards the COVID protocols. Like even though we are taking vaccinations, try to follow safe physical distancing and avoid touching surfaces and avoid touching your tongue and avoid touching your facial organs for any region. Then after that, try to wear double masks and if possible, try to wear face shields also. And hand hygiene and respiratory hygiene also very important, and carry your hand lotions all the time. And respiratory hygiene means if you know well about the administration of the oils anutaila or shadbindu taila or cow ghee, like installing inside the nostrils one drop each early in the morning or in the evening or 2 times a day. If you know well, please follow this one or take advice from the people who knows this nasa chikitsa, this particular practice. And coming to steam inhalation, so before entering your home, try to put this steam inhalation device just next to your door. So like it, please refresh before going to your home through this steam inhalation, because steam inhalation is only one important procedure to kill the viral cells which will be hidden inside the paranasal or parasynal cavities. So next one is throat gargling while using acceptable hot water, mixing of salt or estimadu powder or triphala powder to clean the throat in a day 3 to 4 times or as per the requirement. Next one is as we mentioned before also, like to prevent the dry coughs or to get rid of the dry coughs. So here cloves powder and honey, including hot milk or hot water, also advisable early in the morning once in an empty stomach. Like in home Ayurvedic remedies called pepper, cumin and jaggery, ilachi, ajwain seeds powder, as well as garlic and hing, ginger. And the next one is turmeric, coriander. All these are home Ayurvedic remedies to create somewhat health inside. Especially it will give the proper balance between 3 doshas inside. And also shilajit, local shilajit and local cordyceps also very important. According to your usage methods, please try to use them in your regular diets. And kada chai, Ayurvedic kada chai and Ayurvedic golden milk also very important solutions to create health balance. Basically it will keep the immunity up. And Chyawanprash also very important Ayurvedic remedy which including 45 different kind of Ayurvedic herbs. So according to your usage methods, you can take this one plain or with hot milk or with hot water also. Coming recitation actually from the Hatha Yoga Pradipika, it is a importance of the Bastrika Pranayam. So it is saying that Vata Pitta Slashma Haram Sariragni Vivardhanam Kundali Bodhakam Kshipram Pavanam Sukadam Hitam Brahma Nadi Mukhe Samasta Kapadyargala Nasanam. So here it is a clear notes saying that Vata Pitta Slashma Haram, inside excess of wind, inside excess of biles, inside excess of glue materials will be totally eradicated because of this Bastrika Pranayam. Also it is saying that Sariragni Vivardhana, metabolic activity or immunity activity, somewhat it will active the body and the mind, but the way how we are doing also important. Not only this one, for the people who are doing, who wants to practice this yoga practices or tantra practices or mantra practices, for them also it is very useful technique. Okay, now coming to this week's schedule, as we know that we are saying dysmenorrhea or menstrual difficulty or menstrual cramps. In Ayurveda, it is also said that called Rutusula or Kastartava. Like causes, as we know that inactive life or somewhat drugs and medicines, unwanted drugs and medicines, and endometriosis and fibroids, polyps and infections and accidents and somewhat pelvic inflammatory diseases. And next one is hormonal imbalances, heredity and estrogen effects. So like symptoms may be almost same to the people, but maybe slightly it may changes from people to people. Called general pain occurs in the lower abdomen and lower back, and inconvenience and insomnia and anemia. And next one is repeated urge of toilet and urination. So here in this way, try to immediately avoid the things called spicy items from the diet, and the non-vegetarians from the diet, and as well as tough carbohydrates from the diet. Next one is pregnancy controlled pills also. Please avoid them or take good suggestion from the doctors, especially IUCD interferences. Please try to be very careful about what will be the answer because of these IUCD interferences, because like out of 190 people may get a big difficulty because of these IUCD interferences. So immediately add in the food called vitamin C or vitamin E and vitamin D and calcium diets. And next one is good exercises including swimming. If you really pushes your children from the childhood to do exercises every day including swimming if possible, so that will be a a very good possible way to keep yourself healthy and active in prevention method, as well as to get rid of this kind of menstrual cycle disorders. So next one is important thing is in the food, try to take abundantly more local green leafy vegetables, fresh fruits and fresh vegetables and vegetable soups. And in Ayurveda, we have many medicines called Raja Pravardhini Vati, Ashoka Arista, and Kumar Yasavam. And next one is Bala Suryodaya Rasa, and Nasta Pushpantaka Rasa. Next one is Palasarpi, and Sugma Grutam, Tankana Basma, as well as Vanga Basma, and Chandra Kalaras. These are some of the eligible medicines to create balance inside the Kegel floor and towards the people who are having this kind of menstrual difficulties. But today's our important home remedy is Malabar nut powder. Malabar nut powder, just take it with the hot milk or hot water early in the morning only once in the early in the morning with an empty stomach. So try to use this solution for at least 21 days to 40 days. Very simple and effective remedy. So next remedy is Hibiscus rosa sinensis flower or Bahania flower. So here basically flower extraction. So here try to take that flower, try to go for drying that flower and grind that powder and mix it with the hot water or hot milk, and take this solution early in the morning. This is also very good simple application to create balance inside the abdomen towards the people who are having this kind of menstrual cycle. But also please remember to have this cold pack on the lower abdomen as well as hot pack also, especially people who are having this kind of overheat issues. For them cold pack will be possible. For the people who are having cold issues, for them heat packs will be possible. So along with these practices, stress levels, depression, fear, all these are acting factors. Be very active and try to put more active hobbies to create some recreation in the life. So tomorrow when we are meeting here, the same place, same topic, we will see still more good application in Ayurveda. Let's join to the yoga class now. Okay, sun salutation is our regular practices. Take a long, slow, deep inhalation and above to the head called Pranamasana, Kailasha Mudra. Then slowly bring the Pranamasana at your chest level called Anahata Pranamasana. And here we have mantra sadhan, chanting of sloka also. When you have traditional belief, follow or just follow physical exercises. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapi Hitam Mukham Tatvam Pushan Apavrunu Satya Dharmaya Drustaye. Om Hram Hrim Hrum Hraim Hrom Raha Mitra Ravisurya Bhanu Kagapushna Hiranya Garbhamaricha Aditya Savitra Arka Bhaskaraya Namaha. Stretch your arms forward, lift your arms up and slightly put a back bend at the Chandra or at the Chakra, or next one is keep body straight. Once pull up. When you have any issues related to lower back or facial or head issues or ear issues or blood circulatory issues or heart issues, avoid forward bends in the regular life also. Now completely bend the body forward. Remaining people can touch the floor also. Then right leg is your back leg called Asva Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. Alright, back leg straight on the toes and join your forward leg to back leg called Dandasana or Santulanasana. Alright, now completely bend the body forward towards the floor called Ashtanga Namaskarasana. And lift the body like a sea wave. Attach the body towards lifted head cobra or Bhujangasana. Few seconds stay here. And next one also related to forward bend. Take care while doing Parvatasana or mountain triangular posture. And right leg is your again forward leg here. Asva Sanchalanasana. And back leg straight on the toes. Back leg knee up. Join your back leg to forward leg called Pada Hastasana. And lift your arms and body at a time up. Hasta Uttanasana. Here again slightly put a back bend. Again slowly come back to normal position. Pranamasana above to the head, Kailash Mudra. Then slowly bring your Pranamasana down at your chest level. Anahata Pranamasana. And one inhalation, lift the arms. And one exhalation, wide your arms and down your arms at your thighs. And set your body relaxation for a while. So take a long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. Okay, now today as per our regular schedule, today we will see chair yoga. Alright, take a long, slow and a deep inhalation and exhalation. So once lift the chin up, once touch your throat. Then here open two hands back, interlock the fingers on the chair and completely turn the shoulders back, lift the head and stay for a while. 1, 2, 3 and 4 relaxations. Enough, come down. Alright, today we have some of the standing postures, so which can press the abdomen easily. So like keep your chair on your right side or left side. Try to put that concerned leg on the chair. Turn your ankle and feet towards the chair's backrest. Alright, and now lift your alternate arm up. Then towards your above leg side, just go for a bend. Observe your side abdomen must spread on the side thigh. And here, if possible, try to catch the chair with the arm. And throughout the practice, give importance to press the abdomen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then lift your arms up. Then very slowly rest your hands and relaxations. Enough. Then keep your body straight. Once rest your legs. Long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. And same thing here, opposite side. Then choose proper way of doing and keep your alternate leg on the chair. Turn your feet towards the chair's backrest. And once check your breath, check your dress, check your mat, check your chair. Then here also, once try to completely spread your side abs on the side thigh and lock your chair. And this is a good practice for the thigh stretching and for the pelvic stretch also, and for the people who are having the obesity also. For them also this is very simple exercise. Now completely bend the body with your above hand support. Try to catch your chair properly and stay for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and very slowly come back. Rest and relaxations. Enough. Just take a long, slow and a deep inhalation and exhalation. Alright, again take a long slow pause. Then after that again choose alternate way leg side. Keep your chair on alternate side. Now keep your that concerned leg on the chair. So here a kind of abdominal turning posture. Alright, now here open your two hands on the side stretch. Alright, and with your total convenience turn the body towards the above leg side, folded leg side. Catch your above leg with the alternate hand. Alright, completely turn the body and open your remaining arm. Throughout the practice, keep giving squeezing sensation at the lower abs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9 relaxation. Then very slowly come straight, long and slow and a deep inhalation and exhalation. Long, slow inhalation and exhalation. And for the same sake of body turning, just change the chair or change your leg. Then here also very simple and effective posture, very simple and very easy posture also. Turn towards your above leg side. You can lift your below leg heel for more turning. So turn your body and stay here for a while. Stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 relaxation. Then very slowly come back. Then again quick relaxation, long and deep and slow inhalation and exhalation. Alright, today's our last posture will be, again, try to properly sit on the chair, come forward edge on the chair. Alright, adjust your both the legs. Now try to close your both the fist and keep your thumb outside. Place your thumbs like fist at your lower abdominal region. Alright, once completely stretch your chest and lift you bend the body forward while pressing the abdomen. Here few seconds stay now. Alright, this pressure also should be under control, and lift your chin and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, very slowly come back, relaxation. So this is what we call sitting Mandukasana. Then long, slow inhalation and exhalation. Then here for the same purpose, just close your one fist, second fist on the first fist. Try to add that knot towards your right part or left part of the abdomen. So try to create a sensitive pressure, but take care while bending. Just slightly bend the body forward and observe your breath and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then very slowly come back, resting and relaxation. Just take a long, slow and deep inhalation, exhalation. Then for the same posture, opposite side here, just keep your both the fists one on another and keep them on your at your alternate side abdomen. Alright, very slowly increase the pressure, but that should be under control, and few seconds stay without holding the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and relaxation. Then very slowly come back. Just one quick relaxation, long and slow deep inhalation, exhalation. Then after that, slowly open your two hands back, catch your chair's backrest on the top or at the middle. Then completely turn your shoulders back, lift your chest and expand your ribcage, stretch your abdomen, lift your chin and stay here for a while. 1, 2, 3, 4 and relaxations, enough, come straight. Alright, take a long, slow and deep inhalation and exhalation. Everyone's home have this kind of simple props, chairs or sticks. So it is the people how we are doing while using these simple props, because yoga is very simple and very easy. If you will add this kind of simple props, your yoga will be still more easy and it will be effective also. Okay, coming to pranayam practices, and I'm requesting my video technician to put the camera in front of me. Alright, so here in this pranayam, today's pranayam, we are adding Kapalabhati sadhan also, Kapalabhati practice also. Alright, take a long, slow and deep inhalation and exhalations. So here, before the pranayam, we have mantra chanting sloka. According to your traditional belief, you can follow these practices. Om Kesavaya Swaha, Om Madhavaya Swaha, Om Narayanaya Swaha, Om Adya Samadhi Tatpala Siddhyadham Asana Purvakan Pranayamadiyan Karishye. Om Sand Sandhi. So in other words, it is saying that the practices in the pranayam, in the yoga practices or mudras or bandhas, pranayam or any kind of practices, its purpose is spiritual upliftment. It is not only for the sake of a physical health or material wealth. Okay, coming to the practices, as we know that here we have two practices today, like Sitali Pranayam as well as Chandrabhedana Pranayam and Kapalabhati also. And we will finish our Kapalabhati first. Bastrava Loha Karasya Recha Purav Sasam Brahmav Kapalabhatir Vikyata Kapadosha Visoshani. So whatever phlegm related errors inside the body, that will be totally eradicated because of this simple Kapalabhati sadhana. And we have Sitali Pranayam, that chanting also. It is saying that Gulma Plihodika Rogan Jwaram Pittam Kshidan Trisham Vishani Sitali Nama Kumbhigeyam Nihantihi. It is saying that it's it will cure the enlarged spleen or related disorders, related gland related disorders. And also it is good for the people who are repeatedly having fevers or repeatedly having thirst, repeatedly having hunger. And also it counteracts to the poisons also. Very simple and effective pranayam. Okay, keep your body straight. Now coming to simple exercise Kapalabhati first. Then it's a sharp exhalation, slow inhalation. So today we are doing only 10 breathe outs. Alright, the way how we are doing very important. So here try to keep your like hands on the abdomen, spread your fingers. While breathe out stroke making, slightly press the abdomen also, but this is also a kind of pressure inside, so that care about your practices. And starting 1, then slowly come back. 2, slowly come back. 3, come straight. 4, come straight. 5, come straight. 6, come straight. 7, come straight. 8, come straight. 9, last counts 10. Alright, enough, come straight. So this is a simple variation or simple technique to give extra pressure on the abdomen while doing this simple Kapalabhati. And coming to Sitali Pranayam, like keep your tongue out and fold your tongue like a dry leaf, and inhalation through the tongue and exhalation through the nose. We are doing only 5 inhalations, 5 exhalations. And last 2 counts, fourth one inhalation. And last inhalation. Alright, 1 inhalation and exhalation. For the people who cannot fold their tongue, for them next pranayam is very easy, called Chandra Bhedana Pranayam. Use your right hand, last 2 fingers and thumb to close and open the nostrils, and close your right nostril, and inhalation with the left nostril. And slowly complete breathe out with the right nostril. Again left nostril inhalation. Alternative nostril breathe out. And third count left nostril breathe in. And slowly completely alternative nostril breathe out. And fourth count inhalation with the left. And slowly complete breathe out. So last count left nostril inhalation. Then slowly complete breathe out with the alternative nostril. Alright, keep your hand down. Basically Sitali Pranayam or Sitkari or Chandra Vedana Pranayam will giving some kind of cooling sensation inside that may benefit to the people who are having these overheat issues, as well as some of the people who are having this menstrual issues also. Like once you will finish your practices, so try to choose proper way of doing dharana practices or doing Trataka practices, concentration practices, if you know well. So once you will able to finish your dharana and Trataka abhyasas, so take some more time to do power nap or yoga nidra to rejuvenate the body. And once you will able to finish the practices based on the strength level, based on the intensity in the practices, it is also advised to give 15 minutes to 20 minutes time to take bath, and further 10 minutes time to take breakfast. But this time totally depend on the people, how we are doing also. And in the afternoon, once you will be finish your total office works, or household works, before your lunch hour, try to see all the possibilities how to do a power nap or how to do a yoga nidra to regenerate your body and mind or to give extra focus towards your further works. And in the evening, once you are totally free from your all activities and affairs, before your dinner time, try to give 15 minutes to half an hour time to do yoga exercises, including back bending exercises, including simple inversion postures, as well as breathing and breathe out pranayam also. And tomorrow, when we are meeting here at the same place with the same content, Ayurveda and yoga, we will see still more good applications. Thanking you all to giving me this wonderful opportunity. Stay away from the bad habits and do yoga also. Thanking you all.